Dream sculptors change the status quo.
Hello everybody, my name is Amit Dubey. I'm a coach, soft skills and behavioral trainer, speaker and lecturer. This very video, I have made exclusively, and I mean exclusively, for sales professionals. Now, I've trained a lot of sales professionals of a lot of companies across multiple industries and sectors. And I've actually a lot of times gone on field with them. And I've seen the right things that they do, and I've seen the things that they're not doing right and they can do better, and I've seen them handling objections and getting and being successful at it, and sometimes being unsuccessful at it, and I've seen the kind of frustration, the disappointment that they go through. So this video is an attempt to help you. If you're a sales professional and if you're watching this video, it's an attempt to help you sell better, help you become a better version of yourself. Tip number one will begin from beginning. You as a sales professional will have to do homework very well, and at the same time you have to concentrate on quality and not too much on the quantity. Okay, quality first. Now, we have to understand that it's not about making 200 calls in a day. It's not about meeting 50 people in a day face to face. It's about doing the conversions, and conversions happen when you do your homework very well. Okay, like Muhammad Ali said, champions are not made in the ring, they're made outside the ring. They do a lot of homework, they do a lot of preparation, they do a lot of homework. Same way, you sales guys, you're like boxers, you have to be the next Muhammad Ali, you have to be the champion, in your field. And for that, you'll have to learn to do more conversions. And how will you do conversions? I just said that you have to learn to do homework very well. Why is homework important? I'll tell you what, your client is not interested in your product or your service unless the client thinks that you care, unless you take interest in solving the problems of the clients. Okay? It is same for B2B, it is same for B2C. Please keep that in mind. When you do homework, you know about the client, you study them, you go to their website, you go to their LinkedIn profile, you track them, you meet them, you ask them questions, you understand them, and then when you have complete knowledge, when you've done complete homework, that's when it's showtime. That's when you go and pitch your product, that's when you sell, because then you're not selling a product or a service, you are selling a solution. Point number two, I challenge you to take a piece of paper, okay, or your diary, and write down all the objections that you face every day. In my sales training programs, I make sure that I make all the participants write the objections that they face. And once you've written down objections, and I know they're going to be more than 10, you have to sit down and find the best answers to these objections. Okay, and they have to be convincing, they have to be persuasive, they have to be logical, they have to be good with proofs, with data. Now, if you think that you cannot figure out the best possible solution to the objection that they raised, then the best possible way to handle the objection that they raised, then you take help of your seniors. You have to understand that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is not. Tell them that this is the problem that I'm facing, this is the objection that is troubling me, how can I overcome it? And they will be more than happy to help you. Point number three. It is very important, it is somewhere connected to the first point where I said it's not about making 200 calls in a day. It's not about meeting 50 people, it's about conversions. Now, what I see is that sales professionals, when they go out on field or when they are calling, they do back-to-back calls, they do back-to-back meetings, and I'll tell you what, they get no result. I am saying it because I'm saying it with experience, because I've seen them, because I've gone on field with them. Okay, so I've seen them in action. Now this is the biggest problem. If they've had rejection, they will continue, and with the hope that probably I'll meet the next customer, and that customer may say yes, but then there's something that you should be doing in between which you're not doing. Now suppose if you've made 10 calls and all of them have said no, they have not shown any interest, or if you've met 3 people, 4 people, 5 people back to back and they have all said no to you, no to your product, no to your service, what do? Please don't continue. I'll tell you what the best sales professionals do. They will not continue when they get regular rejections. What they will do is that they will leave the calls for a while, they will leave these meetings for a while, and they will sit down in a peaceful place where there is peace. They will take a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or anything that they like to drink, let's say that's a cold drink, and then they will sit down and figure out why are they getting back-to-back rejections. Why are they getting back-to-back rejections? Now, if you continue doing the calls, you will not be able to analyze where are you going wrong. Okay, so I want you to do this. If you've had rejections back-to-back, sit down, figure out what is it that you have been doing which is not working. Now, if you've made 10 calls and you've had back-to-back rejections, what I want you to do, what I want you to start doing from tomorrow onwards, or better from today onwards, is that you sit down and you figure out what is it that you've done which has resulted in rejections. You change your strategy. You try something else. You know that saying, right? That if you keep doing the same thing, you'll keep getting the same result. If you want to get different result, change the strategy. Try doing something new. Try experimenting. When I say this, I think of Thomas Alva Edison. I read the other day that he tried 1001 times to invent the light bulb, to make it work. Well, when asked, oh, you did it 1001 times, he said, he smiled and he said that I experimented and I tried making it work in 1001 different ways. So even he realized that he had to do things differently. Only then he will get the result. If he would have kept on doing the same thing, he would never be able to make that magic bulb work. One thing that I want to share from my heart for sales guys. The life of sales professionals is full of stress. What I see that a lot of sales professionals, they are gaining weight, okay, they're becoming obese, and they are developing a lot of health problems. Why? It's because they're not taking care of their health. If you want to work for a longer time, if you want to work for till the time you're 40, 45, 50, or even 60 for that matter, one thing that you will need to be proper is your health. Sales guys, keep everything aside. You need to start working out at least 45 minutes. You need to make sure that you eat on time. If you cannot eat on time, then you need to make sure that you carry fruits with you, you carry dry fruits with you, or other things that can give you energy. Don't stay hungry. And the reason that I'm saying this is because sales guys, you have to look fresh. Okay, when you have your first appointment at 9 o'clock, and you have to look fresh, absolutely fresh, when you have your I don't know, 50th appointment at 6 o'clock in the evening. You cannot afford to not look fresh. And how does that freshness come? It comes when you are healthy. It shows outside, it shows externally when you are amazing and you're healthy and you're high in energy from within. So please take care of your health. Health is very important. So now please make sure that you do all the things that I've said in this video, and if you take time out and do these things, please, it will be very helpful for you. Alright, now if you think that you want to learn sales skills, or if you have sales team under you and you want to train them on how to handle objections, you want to train them on how to be a better salesperson, you want to train them on how to have this emotional competence when they go out on the field for selling, you want them to learn how to pitch the company and the product well, how to pitch the services well, how to present oneself, how should the body language be, how should the voice be, then you can call on this number or you can email us on the email address given. Me and my team will be more than happy to conduct a sales training program for you. Remember these 4 tips, work on it, gather the energy, take care of your health, go out and rule the world, my dear salespeople. God bless you.